Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is the next episode of The World of Randomcraft and the Adventures of Nukesploder. I am your host, as usual, the Exploder, aka Dumbos900, and today I'm joined by a plethora of people, and by plethora...
Why are we here?
Yeah, there you go. By plethora of people, I mean a crap load of people that have completely different opinions on different things. And that's my random timer going off. So, let me introduce people right now. We have... Number one, from the US of A, he weighs I don't know how many pounds, and quite frankly, he's part Mexican. It's Lunchbox 5.
Hey, wait, what?
There you go. Another person from America who also weighs I don't know how many pounds, but instead hails from Florida. It's Killer 4716.
What's up, people?
Yo! Another person from the US of A. I completely forget where he's from, but he is awesome at that. It is
Carolina.
There you go. It's WCMV, Walter Moxley. How is you?
Glad to be here, Dom. Glad to be here.
Sorry, cut it off.
Yeah, sure. Then we have our Canadian friend from Canada, obviously. It's
What's up,
Nukesploder.
eh?
There you go. There you go. And then we have my fellow British and university friend, known as Davidoff.
Good evening.
Yay!
Whoa!
it's
No
all good.
tomatoes.
All good
The
in the hood.
Canadian way.
Okay. So
Oh wait, did you already introduce Killa? I wasn't paying attention.
Lol. Okay, so as my character randomly dances, I'm going to bring up YouTube for a second because we're going to read out what you wanted from CNC, because I'm going to read out what your comments were from my last update video, because I asked you guys very nicely what you wanted to see. So
Wait,
here we go.
What is this video on?
I'm getting to that anyway. Anyway, I asked you guys in the update video what you thought CNC4 was like and what you thought the new CNC could potentially be. And so these are your comments reading out right now. The first comment is from Solomona12321, who says, I believe EA fucked up the rest of the CNC series. CNC4 just plainly sucked Donkey Dong. All who believe in that statement say aye.
Aye.
The odds have it.
I like how you guys said that.
Here's what my opinion is on CMC4. They made a grave mistake with starting a new game engine on finishing a saga, which is not what most companies would have done. It would have been much better if they kept the same gameplay.
They didn't. I like the fact that they did. I like the fact that they did this new crawler thing, but I just don't like the fact that they just completely took out all base construction at all.
Yeah, basically they took off.
I like the idea of a crawler, kind of, but I like the idea of base building more, and having a mobile base that just does everything. It's kind of like annoying. So that's the only thing you have.
The thing about CNC4 is they took almost all aspects of RTS and threw it away.
No, I wouldn't say that, because it still had RTS tactics that you had to use, like going around the back, like flanking people and taking over nodes. It had strategic nodes that you had to capture to win. That was,
I'm gonna
smart.
add on
to that. They had a population cap that left you so short on units that you barely had an army or a military of your own. You had a task force.
That was one of the biggest mistakes. But then the other big mistake was
I'm sorry, I was supposed to build an attack force.
System.
I just spammed one unit all day long.
The countering force, like the countering in that game, was ridiculous. You couldn't do anything. Like if you had tier 2 units that could counter tier 3, they had a teammate that had the different units that could just counter you, and you couldn't do anything because usually your team was doing nothing. which was
One thing I did
sure,
like
it's
about CNC4.
bad team, but honestly, tier 3 was overpowered, and there's no way you could stop them once they
One
had a
thing-
full force.
I'll just wait. All right. One thing I did like about CNC4 was the leveling aspect, but once you reach level 20, the entire game just like fell down from there.
Yeah, the
That's
leveling
what I
was
felt
pretty
like.
cool.
I haven't reached level 20 on GDI, and I already flunked out.
You know
Wow.
what would have really made them nice is if they had a
Good
custom army. Like you could choose what units you
Yes.
wanted. So like they would bring back all the units, and when you leveled up, you unlock new units.
Yeah, what they said
Bring it.
originally, like not level up and you get these units, but like
Level up and
level-
you get a
level
huge
up.
army.
level up and you select what units you want all along the way, so that you literally do have a unique army.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would be so much better.
Yeah. very good.
Unfortunately, they went back on their statement, and I can assume they did that because they did not want to take too much time.
Well, I don't think
I
they
would've
actually
waited.
said that. I think they just said a leveling system, and then you get units when you level up. But I don't think they actually said that you get that. But some people did interpret it that way, and then people spread that. I think I was one of those people.
Uh,
Well done.
No, I actually remember it from Battlecast Primetime. One
of
of
course
the
they,
people that
uh,
were interviewed said that.
And then of course they took away one huge aspect of the entire game, Tiberium.
oh
Well,
yeah.
no, still there. It was still there.
Tiberium
but
Fields.
It was
They
it
had
was
like
still there, but-
crystals in contained areas, but they
Well,
didn't
that
have
also
a
added
field.
to the strategy of it. You had to control the control nodes and the Tiberium, and then hold choke points so they couldn't get past you, and then everything.
Okay, that would have been great, Lunchbox, except you have a population capacity.
Yeah, that's the
You-
main thing that bugs me.
And you can't hold every position. You're gonna have to leave some holes in your defense.
And there goes the strategy part of it. You have to figure out where their holes are. No pun intended.
Yeah.
I know, but that, like, okay, an RTS game is supposed to be good for single player and multiplayer. Like, say 1v1 or 2v2, it should still be the same.
The
The
only thing I really
CNC
liked about CNC4 was the storyline and the missions. That's it.
I
I
like
think
the
that's
fact
the main reason people
Yeah.
would have bought it was for the storyline.
yeah,
What I-
that actually was it.
I didn't
What
like the idea of the crawler that much after I started playing it. I just
Tell
got
me
for the
about it.
What I find disappointing was how the Scrin race just got completely tore out of CNC4.
Yeah, they said that
Yep.
they said that there was going to be some scrin, but little did I know that some scrin was only the scrin tower.
Lol.
Well, that's being technical. There was Scrin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
well,
I
mean,
wanted to command the scrin army like I did
I
in
want the
CNC3.
Later, tripod back. I want the, you know.
Yeah.
Oh well. That was a nice little chat on that. Now that's only the first comment brought up by people, and that was huge. That's awesome. Okay, let's read out this second comment, shall we? Second comment is from Yugi686, who says this is his idea for what he would like the next Command and Conquer that has been announced to be. CNC Paradox. All the universes combining as one as an epic battle to hold one space in time.
Like Generals, Red Alert, and Tiberian Sun or Tiberium.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know. That would be
that
kind of
concept-
confusing on how the
Yeah.
story would work.
I want
I
to
think
know
it would
is
be
actually-
epic to see like
Fine.
forces
Well,
face
you
off,
know,
but it'd be
Only
like that.
talking to my people talking at one time.
Well,
There's some-
Lunchbox first.
Fine.
Okay. It would probably be a fun game, but the storyline would be like so confusing. No one would get it at all. They'd be so lost.
Yeah.
the
You
bit
could just
that
make
I'm-
a bullshit one. You
Well,
could just say the creators just wanted a gameplay.
I
And
was
just
think- I
make
was
the
thinking,
developers gods.
I was thinking that if they were going to make that kind of game, then instead of the Allies have a storyline, the Soviets have a storyline, GDI has a storyline, Nod has a storyline, yada yada yada. The Tiberium universe has a storyline consisting of GDI and Nod, but all
And
wrapped
Scrin.
around one story. and then Yaskrin, and then in the Red Alert universe has one storyline, including the Allies and the Soviets, and then the Generals have their own storyline consisting of USA, China. As a matter of fact,
Yeah. What about
There was a
the
mod.
sub factions for each?
I wanna-
Generals is
game.
kind of awkward. It's
Yeah, there's not really
it's
a
CNC,
story.
but it's more based around actual warfare, not
Yeah, like modern warfare.
And
Yeah.
there's something I want to put out there. The parody. There's a mod for generals like that. It's called CNC All-Stars. It's for Command & Conquer General Zero, I presume. You can
But-
choose GDI, NOD, Allies, Soviets. Yugi, if you're listening to this, look up the mod,
You're-
try it out for yourself.
not you.
There's also the Paradox mod for Red Alert 3 that they said was coming out. I haven't checked to see if it was out because I really wanted to get it.
There is a Paradox mod out, I have it, but it's not that much of a paradox. I mean, I don't see that much that's new with it.
Well, I mean, the way the game would work, it would be confusing because they all use different resources. Unless they brought back Red Alert 2's gold resources and they changed it to Tiberium resourcing,
Yeah, and
and
then
the
they
generals somehow just got their supplies out of nowhere,
Yeah.
it'd all be really confusing.
Yeah.
No,
I mean-
that will not work.
It would
Unless
be
they
fun-
unless they all had a central like resource area, like it was just one resource option that combined all three or something like that. I guess that would make sense.
I mean, honestly, you could use the gold and ore because there's all natural resources. Even
But-
though in a Tiberium
Walter-
universe, yeah.
You got to remember that this natural resource does not exist in the Tiberium universe or in the Generals universe.
Well, it exists, but it's not used.
Precisely. So you can utilize it. I mean, you're not just
I
gonna
have
be
yet
able
see
to
gold. Generals, I can understand where they get gold from, but
Tiberium universe. Okay, killer.
Yeah.
The first CNC1, Tiberium Dawn.
let's
It
talk
took
about
place-
CNC 3, where
Fine. It took
where
place in like
Tiberium has started to take over the
1995. All right.
Honestly, I think you're all crazy. I'm just kidding.
I think it would be kind of cool, like a DLC or something like that. Like you pay like $5 or $10 for it, but not as a,
A
full
DLC
game.
for that? I don't think they should make that a DLC. Honestly, that idea is just sounds so confusing. I don't know if they would make it.
it's probably a good mod or something, but
Yeah, a mod.
maybe not good for a storyline.
No,
On
definitely.
DLC's new, they said that they hinted to having a DLC for CNC4, but they never gave one.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. It probably would have made CNC4 better by having a new mode instead of just one.
That's probably why, because people hated it and all of that, and they thought if they hated it that much, are they going to pay out more money to play something which they might hate more?
Better to make some profit than no profit.
Yeah, but they might have to spend a lot more money creating it than they would get back from it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point, yeah. Well, that's that comment covered.